Toronto's lineup on Wednesday hasn't featured a lot of mystery, but there are some moving parts, so we thought we would break it down for you and give you the 23-man roster starting up front. And really, the first three lines have been carved in stone. Colby, take us through the fourth line and the extra forward.
Yeah, the fourth line is, as usual, we see Fair scoring tonight. You know, it could be Fair, it could be Moore. They went out and got Moore and signed him. He's going to be there. He's going to be that fourth line center. And as we see, Levo having a good game tonight. Played 13 games for the Leafs last year. But we see him tonight. He's got good hands. He's got good skill. His skating, he's strong. He's getting through defenders. You can see that knack is there. 2 goals, 10 points in his 13 games last year for the Leafs. But he's going to be the guy on the outside looking in, I believe, to start the year. And another little side note, too, on their lineup. I would like to see Brown up and Komarov down. That's just me, but I think Brown on that third line has lots to give. But with Levo there, it's an extra piece, Kipper, to pop him in.
And you know what? When it comes to Levo, I don't know if it's necessarily good news that he is part of the 23-man roster. Let's face it, he's been part of this organization now for years. Getting a dozen games a season in with the big club has been a challenge for this guy. So being on the roster necessarily isn't a great thing for him. You almost think, would he be better off back with the Marlies playing more opposed to getting lost on a certain island?
I liked, I like what Mike Babcock said. Remember, Chris Johnson asked him at the beginning of the preseason, and Babcock said the right players make the team eventually, was basically his comment. I mean, I would start that way, but we'll end up that way. It's clear, Nick, that this organization values him and doesn't want to lose him.
And he's on a one-way contract this season, so he's going to make the same amount of money whether he's with the big club or the Marlies. I'd rather see him play than sitting in the stands every night.
The biggest battle was who is going to occupy the 5, 6, 7, 8 positions on the blue line.
And you know what, Nick? We talked about the beginning of the game tonight. We think we have 5 guys there that you can figure it out and see. And then Olak getting a chance tonight, is that going to make a difference?
Well, and you talked about Babcock and no problem maybe carrying 8 defensemen. If that's the case, then we believe Rosen Borgman will be there. Travis Dermott made a lot of noise this training camp, but at age 20 years old, maybe he's better off playing 20 minutes a night with the Marlies opposed to those smaller minutes early in the season. So that still leaves Marincin as maybe your 8th defenseman, but that's what we believe that it will look like Wednesday night.
Nothing as far as controversy when it comes to goaltending. There's always been that little thing hanging over you. Last year was Freddie Anderson. Could he take the #1 job? And Jonas Enroth didn't even last the season. This year, smooth.
Well, I think there were some people who had concerns about McElhinney early in the exhibition games, but you can't be upset about the way he's played tonight. Even though he gave up that 1 goal, which was kind of a fluke deflection at the end of the second period, he's been a nightmare for Justin Abdelkader tonight. He's made 3 breakaway saves. He's looked very calm. You know, the guy they're playing against in the second half of this game, Jared Coro, the Wings have 3 goalies. They've got Howard, they got Mrazek, who started tonight, they got Coro. I kind of wondered if there's a bit of a wonder if Coro goes on waivers, is he going to get claimed? And there is some belief that Detroit thinks that if they put him on waivers, he's going to get claimed. And I wondered if Toronto might potentially do it, but McElhinney's been good tonight.
Talk about fall-off potential, all the great seasons that the Toronto Maple Leafs served up individually last season. The one guy for me that can't afford any type of slippage is Frederik Andersen. He was good last year. He almost has to take it up another level for them to continue that rise, and not in a challenge for a playoff spot, but for an Eastern Conference title.